What up, family? Happy Thursday. Again, just wanted to jump on for a few minutes just so we can kind of touch base what's going on in the market, all of that fun stuff. So I did want to pull up I think some, great opportunities in regards to kind of what we discussed last week. I had a few people, like it, but really what I wanted to touch on is just like how has February been? It's To be honest, it's quite busy, at least for a lot of our team members. Personally got five open, escrows right now, and that literally all happened in the last 2 weeks. So definitely seen a ramp up in the market. We are seeing again across the board, homes going above list price, homes accepting below list price. It's really just going to come down to terms, conditions in certain cities and so forth. But that's kind of what we've been experiencing. We've still been seeing for the right offer. If you don't know what a 2-1 buy down is, this is where if you are a buyer, you can look to get a lower interest rate for the first couple of years. So just to kind of give you an example, we'll call if you're an FHA buyer, again, first time home buyer, FHA loan, a 2-1 buy down would equate to, roughly we're seeing about 5.75, even 5.6% for FHA. So your first 2 years, you would see a say we'll call it a 3.75 for your first year. Your second year would bump up to a 4.75, and then years 3 through 30, it would be at a 5.75. I'm just using that as an example. But again, that's how it'll work, and it really helps out the especially for those first couple of years, just affordability. You are qualifying on the rate as it is today. So just keep that in mind. Like when you are, getting qualified, it will be based off of today's rates. However, those first couple of years, you do get to, have a little bit more of affordability. And if, within those next 2 years, if we kind of continuously seeing this trend where we're thinking rates still might go down little by little, you have an opportunity to refi out and capture that lower rate should they get there. But again, overall, it's been a pretty good month. Even for, like I said, my team, a lot of team members are having multiple escrows as well. So I think that that holiday slowdown where everybody was just, it happens every single year, right? December is usually one of the slower times. But again, once that month ends and come January, a lot of buyer activity does pick up, and that's what we've been seeing over the last few weeks. So again, super exciting, and the way things are looking, they're probably not going to slow down, at least from all the economists that we follow and a lot of our partners follow in regards to what does this year look like. I wish I had a 100% crystal ball where I can guarantee something. What I can tell you is at least what all the economists are saying is you can't expect an increase in home pricing. So I know that seems, it might seem a little ridiculous for a lot of people, but if you are a homeowner, that's great news for you. If you are a buyer, there's still a lot of opportunity out there right now where you do have a little bit more inventory. So just keep that in mind. It helps your negotiation power a little bit. But again, it's going to be area specific, right? You're still seeing homes go above list price, especially if they're priced appropriately and in those desirable areas as well. So just keep that in mind. If you are a seller, I think the most important thing that you can do now is just price your home appropriately, especially if you're trying to sell quick. But if you want to again shoot for the stars, absolutely give it a shot. Whoever you're working with should ultimately help you achieve your goals, but just kind of be prepared for it. If the value isn't quite there, there are a lot of savvy agents out there, is a lot of savvy buyers out there, just to be honest with you. And they're going to really look at what's available, and again, inventory is definitely up. So you may sit for a little bit, but if you have that luxury of maybe chasing the market, as we call it, then yeah, give it a shot. It doesn't hurt. And what we always say is, hey, the market is based on an able and willing buyer to offer you whatever they think your home might be worth, right? And as long as the comps support it, you should be in a decent spot. So just keep that in mind. There are inventory has increased a little bit, so buyers are definitely having a little bit more choice. So again, I think pricing your home appropriately is probably one of the most important things you can do in at least in today's market. And we're talking as of today, right? Buyer side, like I said, you still have opportunity. If homes might be sitting a little bit longer, you can look to get creative. Again, talk to your professional in regards to maybe asking for 2-1 buy downs or some type of closing cost that might help offset some of that initial upfront cost to you. So just keep that in mind. You do have some options out there. And as I always say, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, if you are an actual buyer or seller, I'm always here as a resource, and love to walk you through what that looks like. But I'm going to carry into if you're a seller and if you're a buyer, I'm going to kind of showcase what I showcased last week in regards to even builders aren't immune to the price cuts, right? So you're talking about $1 billion companies out there that plan for certain contingencies and so forth, but they also look, if they are not in line with market conditions, they definitely also have to adjust accordingly. So I always say, if you're looking at, maybe if you got some new construction around you, you got to look at that as some type of competition. Now, if you're in a more established neighborhood, maybe not impacting you as much, but just different areas, you may have this. Or if you're that new buyer, this is an opportunity for you to be able to get a deal, as we say, right? You want that deal. Builders are looking to make deals happen for buyers, just because they are looking to move on to the as communities get built, they're typically built in phases. So they are definitely looking at capturing some of those new buyers, so that way they can continuously go on to those next phases. So let's take a look at just a couple here. I'm using Los Angeles. I pulled it up last week, but I didn't see anything. But it looks like Los Angeles area is on the map here. So this is in North Hills 91343. Let's take a look at here. So this had a $20,000 price cut. This is one of the smaller units. So again, this is only a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. So again, perfect starter home if you're in the LA area. Let's just kind of jump on here. You can see it had a $20,000 price cut. This is roughly almost 1,200 square feet. Just got updated 2 days ago, North Hills. But again, this is a brand new home. Just kind of taking a look at it here. Great kitchen. Very clean, very sleek. But again, this is under 500,000. This is in the North Hills, California community. But you do got different options here. Look, 1 bedroom, 2 car garage, 1.5 bathrooms, and it looks like it may be a 3-story total. So you can see it's not too far from Sepulveda VA Medical Center. So this one might be a great option if you're in that that LA area. If you want the information, just let me know. I'm happy to share it with you. Let's go back and see what else do we have with some price cuts here. We have another one there, but let's see if we can go maybe to another page. What else do we got? I'm going to jump over here. So there's still a lot of homes that are brand new under $600,000, especially if you're in the LA area. It looks like, so you got some good inventory across the board. Palmdale, Long Beach, etc. So here's another one right here. This one looks like it had roughly a $15,000 price cut. So this is Santa Clarita, California, 91351. This is a tri-point home. So this went from 735 to 730. Or I'm sorry, 720. So this is a 2 bed, 1 bath, about 1,500 square feet, single story home. Single family home on top of that. But you can see here, got different facades outside. I'll take a little look at the backyard. Very nice, very clean. But this is what it looks like. And this is, let's see here. You got some good, you got a good promo here, up to 60,000 in closing credit to use at your choice of the community. And it looks like you can use this at the design sales center. So this is where you can look to add some upgrades to elevate the home. So again, you can enjoy up to about $60,000 worth of closing credit, so that way you can do some upgrades throughout the home, or pick some different finishes. Super cool. So again, not only are you getting a $15,000 price cut, but they look like they're offering you up to $60,000 in closing credits for upgrades. So just keep that in mind. That's not too bad of a deal, to be honest with you. Let me see if there's any HOA that I'm looking. Don't got no HOA. Here we go. Let's see if there's any HOA. So So this one is a gated 55 plus. So again, this would be for the individuals that are 55 and older. So just keep that in mind. If you are 55 and older, this might be a great option for you, especially if you're in that LA area. And this is again Santa Clarita. Let's see what else do we got here. Let me see. Let's jump to another area. Let's jump to good old San Diego. Let's see if San Diego got anything coming up here. All right, so we got Chula Vista. I actually have an active, well, we're under contract, so this is one of the 5 of this month, but Chula Vista, Sunbow area. So again, got one under contract there. Here we go right here. This is the Escondido, and this is in Tesoro Square right here. So let's take a look. Had a $37,000 price cut. So if you're in the Escondido area in San Diego, this is a 2-bed, 2.5 bath. Just over 1,200 square feet. This is going to be more like the townhome style, as you can see here. So this is what the facade looks like outside. Here's your floor plan here. So it looks like you got different types of floor plans, first of all. But again, 3rd level, 2nd level, 1st level. So 1st level is your garage and your entrance. Then you're going to come into your stairs, which will lead you to the 2nd level, which is the kind of the overall, main area, which is your great room / living room, right? You got your kitchen. Looks like you have your deck outside, as well as a bathroom, powder room. And then 3rd level is going to be your 2 bedrooms with your primary bathroom, as well as the secondary bathroom upstairs in your washer and dryer. So if you guys are looking in the Escondido area, huge one right here, $37,000 in price cuts. This is DR Horton, so if you guys are familiar with that builder, but that looks like that one's out in Escondido. Let's see, do we got anything else? Okay, we got Fallbrook. Love Fallbrook. Shout out to everybody in Fallbrook. $42,500 price cut. Pretty phenomenal. So again, original list price was $719. This guy is at $676,500. This is a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, just over 1,600 square feet. Let's just kind of take a look at what this guy looks like. Sorry, I do agent scrolling for the pictures, just one and done, 2 seconds, we're good. Oh, okay, pretty nice bathroom. All right, we got your washer and dryer. Looks like full size, obviously, stand by side. Let's see, kitchen. Okay, awesome, L-shaped kitchen. Looks like you're gonna have granite countertops. Let's take a look here. Garage, if it populates here in a second. All right, so cars do not come with it. I don't think those are real cars, by the way. But again, cars do not come with it. But 2-car garage, just giving you some context in regards to the home itself, bedrooms, bathrooms, etc. So, great home. I mean, brand new. Has the bonus room, dining room, family room, guest room. Okay. Let's see. It looks like it has dog park or very close to dog park, bocce ball court, sensory garden for the play area, community garden, gathering spaces, public park, working avocado and citrus grows around there. 235 acres of open space. Let's see, 14 miles of trails and a rec center with pool and spa. So looks like it's a good community overall, at least in regards to the amenities that they do offer. And if you guys want more information about this home, again, feel free to shoot me a quick message. And you can see here, I can send you the details. If you guys want to see it in person, happy to show it to you as well. But that's really it. I just wanted to keep it brief, wanted to keep it short. If you guys have any questions in regards to, thinking about buying, thinking about selling, I'm always here as a resource, guys. But yeah, definitely we've seen some uptick in activity. Rates have been, pretty they haven't really, dipped. They haven't increased substantially either way. They've just been kind of pretty steady across the board. So I think a lot of savvy buyers right now are taking advantage of where the rates are at. Like overall, they've been at the lowest they've been over the past 3 years. So if you guys do not know that, that's been a huge boost for a lot of buyers, helping their purchasing power. So if you guys got approved maybe sometime last year and haven't talked to your mortgage professional recently, you might want to look at seeing what those numbers might look like, because sometimes it can be a easy 20, 30, 40, $50,000 in purchasing power, and with that purchasing power, it does open up new types of homes. So if you haven't talked to your professional, or if you want to talk to somebody, just let me know. Happy to put you in contact with some of my partners. and we can kind of see what, what those numbers look like for you. But that's it. I appreciate the time. Wishing you guys all a great week and weekend. And again, as usual, if none of this makes sense, I'm always here as a resource, guys. Take care.